Darren Rizzi issues a blunt review of Spencer Rattler's performance versus Packers. The New Orleans Saints were non-competitive in a blowout loss to the Green Bay Packers in Week 16. The Saints turned back to Spencer Rattler, naming the rookie passer the team starter for Monday night's matchup, after second-year quarterback Jake Haener's disastrous showing against the Washington Commanders in Week 15. However, Rattler failed to move the needle in his fourth start of the season after the Monday night debacle. Saints interim head coach Darren Rizzi weighed in on his QB's outing. Rizzi acknowledged that Rattler had some positive moments but lamented his turnovers and bad decisions, according to Saints reporter Mike Triplett. Rizzi also admitted the team didn't help him out very much, specifically mentioning dropped passes and missed protections as examples. Rattler completed 15 to 30 passes for 153 yards with 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a fumble in the Saints' 34-0 loss to Green Bay Monday. He was also, sadly, New Orleans' leading rusher, carrying the ball 5 times for 28 yards. The Saints were at a significant disadvantage in Week 16 as Alvin Kamara and Derek Carr were ruled out with injuries. Kamara is New Orleans' leading rusher and receiver in 2024, but he suffered a groin injury against the Washington Commanders last week. The Saints fear Kamara is done for the season and likely. Carr is out for the rest of the year as well with a fractured hand. His absence has allowed New Orleans to get a look at its backup quarterbacks, but the team has not liked what it's seen. Haener drew the start in Week 15, but he was benched after leading the Saints to their worst half of football in 22 years. Rattler came in for the second half and got the team back in the game, but in Week 16 he was unable to move the offense at all against the Packers, as Green Bay improved to 11-4 and clinched a playoff berth with the easy victory. While Rizzi took away some positives from the performance, fans were not nearly as kind, mercilessly roasting Rattler for his poor play. Despite prepping for the contest in a walk-in cafeteria freezer to help prepare the first-year passer for Green Bay's weather, Rattler struggled mightily. The Saints fell to 5-10 on the season with the embarrassing shutout loss. With Carr likely shelved for the final 2 games of the year, New Orleans will have to choose between Rattler and Haener for next week's home matchup against the 3-12 Las Vegas Raiders. The Saints will wrap up the campaign against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on January 5. While New Orleans has been eliminated from playoff contention, the Buccaneers are in a battle with the Atlanta Falcons for the NFC South crown and a postseason berth.